guys, and welcome to Tuesday, April 28th, Stronger Together workouts. Your workout for today is going to be 5 rounds of 15 tempo front squats or goblet squats, followed by a 45-second compression or L-sit hold, depending on what equipment you have. For the workout today, I have Jenna here to help. So she's going to do all the demonstrations of the movements for us. So your warm-up for today, you're going to do first 2 rounds on each of the each leg. You're going to start with lunge circles. So she steps into a lunge, her back knee is up, and she's going to rotate for 15 seconds in one direction and then 15 seconds in the other direction. From there, she'll drop that back knee to the ground, shift her weight back to her heel, extend the front leg, and get a nice hamstring stretch. She'll hold this for 30 seconds. And then she will drop her hands to the outside of her leg to deepen that hamstring stretch. So you will do all 3 movements on one side and then all 3 movements on the other side, and you will do 2 rounds of that. From there, we're going to start warming you up for your squats a little bit further. So you're going to do 2 rounds of 10 air squats. So for your air squats, your feet are shoulder width, right? She's sending her hips back and driving her knees out, and her hands are up to help keep her chest up and really keep your core engaged here, guys, all right? Remember too that you want to think about spreading the ground apart with your feet, or think like you're pulling a newspaper apart to really keep your feet engaged as well. After she finishes her air squats, she'll do 10 side planks with a dip. All right, so she goes into her side plank, and notice that she doesn't collapse all the way down to the ground, right? She does a dip, right, and then drives right back up, but she never rests fully on the ground. So you'll do 10 on one side and then 10 on the other. After that, she'll do 10 total walking lunges, so not 10 per leg, or you can do 10 stationary lunges. Make sure you step out shoulder width, right? You don't step too narrow and have your feet too close together, okay? After that, you will do a Superman hold. So she's going to lay flat on her stomach, and from here she's going to drive her hands and her feet up, and she's pushing her hands in one direction while her feet go in the opposite direction. She will hold that for another 30 seconds. That is your warm-up for today. To get you warmed up for your L-sits or compression holds today, we're going to start with just a pike stretch. So basically just a hamstring stretch, right? She's leaning forward, grabbing onto her toes if she can, but what we're looking for here is those knees are nice and straight, and she's driving the legs into the ground. After she holds that for 20 seconds, she will then do single leg compression. So with the single leg compression, notice that Jenna is leaned forward somewhat here. You don't want to be leaning back, all right? The more forward you are and the more your hands are forward of your body, the more difficult this is, okay? So she drives her hands into the ground and then actively lifts one leg. She'll do 10 compressions on one leg and then 10 compressions on the other leg. After this, she will do a pike stretch again, lean forward, get a nice stretch, and then she will do double leg compression. So now both legs are going to be lifted off the ground, and she'll do 10 of those. Look how well she does in that. Good job, Jenna. All right. After that, if you happen to have a box or 2 boxes or 2 chairs where you can actually practice an L-sit or a tuck-sit, you will spend some time doing that, just practicing that. We don't have anything available right now to show you that, but your coach will show you in class if you have any questions regarding that. So if you happen to miss last week's workout, don't worry, you get to actually do tempo squats again this week. So tempo front squats or any kind of squat are a lot more challenging. So the first thing that we want to work on is just getting the timing down. So your tempo squats today are going to have a 5-second descent and a 5-second ascent, okay? So you're going to do 10 air squats practicing that tempo. So it's gonna be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, up, 2, 3, 4, 5. Might even be slower than that. I might have been generous with that. So you'll do 10 of those just practicing the cadence with your coach or on your own. If you have a metronome on your phone, that helps a lot in just keeping you accountable, okay? From there, you will then get your dumbbells and get into a front squat position, and you're only going to do 3 of these, okay? You'll do 3 tempo front squats, okay? So again, it's that same count of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, up, 2, 3, 4, 5. And when you're doing tempo squats, guys, everything really plays into each other. You really have time to think about all those little minutiae that you don't always think about when you're doing squats quickly. So you really want to think, am I spreading the ground apart with my feet? Am I driving my knees out? What am I doing with my chest? Am I driving my chest up? And am I squeezing my glutes and setting my hips forward when I come out of that squat? All of those things that, you know, make a good squat, you want to really think about them when you're doing these movements, okay? And you're going to have plenty of time to do that. All right, so if you have more than one weight, as far as your dumbbells or kettlebells are involved, you can obviously do a build-up in preparation for the workout. Your goal for the workout, for those 15 tempo squats, you should be able to do about 7 of them unbroken, all right? And then, of course, take a rest and then do another 7 or 8 unbroken. All right, that's the goal for the workout as far as your weight for the workout as well. Your workout today is 5 rounds of 15 tempo front squats, followed by a 45-second either L-sit hold or a compression hold, okay? And again, this is a move steady kind of workout, right? You're not going, the L-sit hold is going to tax your hip flexors and really tire you out for the squat. So this is not something that you guys are going to breeze through. But we want you guys to really focus on, in your squats and in that L-sit hold, really fighting for perfection in your movements, okay? For your cool down, you're going to do 2 rounds. You're going to start with a minute of easy air squats, all right? So just nice and easy, nice and steady, driving in and out of air squats, okay? I don't expect you to do like 50, all right? From there, you're going to do a pigeon stretch. So you'll get on the ground, you'll send your one leg forward, and you're going to sit down between your hips. If you can go all the way down to your elbows, great, that's awesome. But if you cannot, that's all right, okay? I just want you to get a nice stretch here. You'll hold that for 30 seconds on each leg. Lastly, you have 2 options. You're going to do a quad stretch. If you can do this version, Jenna is flexible enough to do this. She's not Michael Hurley here. So she is leaning back and just getting a double quad stretch. Now, if you don't have the flexibility to do that, you can do a standing quad stretch. All right, so you're just going to stand up, right? Grab onto your foot, put it behind you, grab onto it. And then here, guys, make sure you don't lean forward and pull your leg back. You want to actually think about actively sending your hips forward, and that'll help you to get a better quad stretch, all right? Or you can do a calf stretch. We don't have anything to show you that, but your coaches can show you that. That's also a great quad stretch. But that is your workout for today. If you have any questions, let us know, and we hope to see you in class. Bye.